There you go.
Hey, when that pipe you gonna throw away?
Nah, I'm not going to throw it away. You believe that?
Y'all know they all in there.
Bam.
Man, what is it for? Woo.
Hey, yo. Let me tell you what I did today. I was
I was drunk. It's good when you fry it up, though.
It ain't good when you drink it downtown and you put all the whole hill.
You get it by half, but that's the grocery store. Or a dollar. You ain't lying. John Wayne carried a gun.
I'm telling you, man.
If I went and got some, I went and got some $1 $1, but what was $1? Same stuff. Just use that name, dog.
Boy, you know how to eat these.
Don't hear it. That meant that. You got no phone call. Don't worry about it. I got to focus on me. Snuck up on me.
She was up there in the store. When I waited for the bus. She got all right. And a white flag.
What you gonna tell us? Where they ain't here. What you gotta say? How far you went with? How much you got saved?
I'm not going on this. I get everything you know. Well, Billy, how about? Yes, sir. I'm in Mississippi. Yes, sir. You're more like Georgia? Huh? Georgia? I'm a boy like Mississippi downtown. Louisiana. Put down there and water. That's down by value. One went down to the value, he was throw the elevator where he did right now. I went down by the something hard, the elevator. Down by the elevator? Yeah, one roof. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Wow. That one they had them out there, like hands there, you know what I'm saying? Like that big, yeah, machine and stuff, like that, yeah, man. And we put them all up, sugar cane. I think that boy said, man, time you get over those biscuits, drop out of school, that's what you did. You dropped out and went working. What? Like have a master's degree. Done something.
Show some kind of show stuff.
Oh, 8 o'clock.
Huh? Well, I thought they had live shows. Everybody sitting there. Everybody sitting there.
I need like one. I didn't like closing it up. Yeah. And I went down there, that thing takes you back to you know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, you down there. Come on, plantation. What, Monroe?
Yeah, old downtown. Down there where old downtown is, down where the guys all them lights on. Yeah, all them little lights, right there, where the battleship, you know where the battleship is, when you go right there, old downtown.
Yeah, downtown, yeah. Battleship.
Across the river, yeah, okay. But right there on that, on the other side of the river.
let me tell you about my house. Go ahead. Right there, third mark. Face the road. Sea Valley. Okay, yeah. There's a big statue. Third mark. Man, the sun in there. That angle on that corner over there. Huge magnolia tree. And yo, we eat everything they look at. That thing runs there. Charles
Yeah, that's how you do it.
That's what he used to do. Bring him up in the truck, bring him up in oh, right. Oxen said that, and outside.
They were showing that how I'm talking to yourself. You were telling me how to
Got a fence around.
So you can walk in that place now, so you can walk on the lanes. It says his body's buried up with all that crap. And you say you can walk there, people have really problem with it. Some of everybody's gonna be in there, so when you go in there, you're trying to step on the glass, and the camera stop working. Last night stop working. What time you travel last night?
They got another one right there. Down.
They got a bag around like in the original over there on the 95. They got that, get down to the real thing. They got it, they gonna open that. Road number 95. Back in the day, huh? I was going to stop the house. I just go all around. But they don't want to say like
What's up, my friend?
Gentlemen.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up? What's up?
Ain't a thing.
Y'all need some chicken.
Wayne, you need a chair?
Ain't a thing.
No. What are you gonna do? Alright, make this thing.
Hey, Tom. 5.
Down my way.
It's okay to come back to the house. Let's go, big man. Let's see.
What is your problem?
I'm gonna take a corner.
No, they don't give a fuck with it. They seem like they call right to the love. As soon as he gets gone fucked Hey, it's you used it as a time stamp. And they compared that.
Roll back the camera. Don't get stressed.
That's why I hate the deal too, because it's like 10 charges up there. I was just the first 10. It was like, the next 10 charges. I didn't want to hear it. I called Florida right there. I don't know what happened to get out these muscles, Yes,
Somebody slipped up.
Hey. 55. We gotta get over That's what's good. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to leave, man. Same
I gotta follow every rule you know. But just put your money. You gotta be reevaluated before.
Yeah, that free trip. Okay, that's what I'm listening for. You know what to say.
Somebody got to be like a wild chick. Leave it over there right now. Old school got to set the shit. They chose to come up with us. They chose to leave. You know, my voice heard that. I was like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to like a whole system like that's a charge or something like that. Like, I don't know. But when I get talking, I'm more encouraged. But if you join the call, you don't explain. It's like I can't charge you up in the place like this. I'm at the crib, I can charge the side. Like, you know, like, oh, take it. So what do you do? They said no, George, you already hello? Everybody, you already born, so you dominate the chapter.
You come to fucked up about what?
Tell alone, I'm not with you. Got that to start.
Yeah. Anticipation card is made. don't got no patience.
But I enjoy it. Okay, come on.
Nah, I suffer from a lot of mental health issues. I ain't got that. Yeah.
If you dress up,
Let me tell you this, some things. Let me tell you this, some things.
Because I dressed up.
I don't like women.
I mean, I had on dress shoes.
I want to know what's going on.
Come down, brother.
I'm all right now.
I kind of had on first I'm going to dress shoes. Hey, I'm not going to
Month 7 house right now. I got a month 7 posted in the house right now. Bet.
What all? Right. What all?
Yeah, but yeah, I like,
Your person going to change. I got a contact with my okay, I got you.
who's party right now?
Like you trying to do this job.
somebody's gonna probably have like 4 pounds. Somebody's in charge.
You're like going to a job.
A couple of them know that I was calling what you probably for. Because you gotta pay yourself. I'm talking about what you
Man, I got a picture of long.
My picture boy is like 1979. But you gotta show what you
You know what my voice carries.
Because they don't keep the paper trails no more.
Like, Therese. The second time I
So we're gonna go
I swear, I ain't going to because I said, no, I ain't even going to explain what you know. I said, no, matter of fact, no, I like you. I like you to speak my mind. And I took what they encourage you for every which I know. But it's like I said, so she told me, so I was talking like when I was talking after. Seems like I can barely hear
They will never get out no more. They gonna use for one building. The other building got doing traffic and all that thing.
Really?
You know them houses that are open and everybody else?
I mean, give me a house already.
I
Hey Sam. Sam.
in a way, like discussion. When I was going through this, what's the guy name was the CEO? And when I started, because I was on the table, he got to the cover, and I said, from what I was saying, I think it's a bad, because I got to do
Okay, how y'all doing, gents? All right. Real quick, I'm not going to take a lot of time. We have our guest tonight from Community Success Initiative, and when they begin to speak, please give them your undivided attention. We've done a good job with that. And we want to be respectful. And so please, allow them to speak, and so they don't have to try to talk over you while they're doing that, okay? People want to hear some of the stuff that they're saying. They have a really good message. So I'm going to go ahead and let them come forward. But first of all, let's somebody mentioned something today about some folks getting employment. Was it Mr. Bowen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they in the room? They got in the room.
Yeah. They here.
The folks, Mr. Bowen mentioned about four people that got employment, secured employment this week. We'll start working on Friday. Where you at?
I got green.
Stand up. Stand out.
Oh.
Who's that? Sharif. Stand up. Sharif Green. Another guy next to him.
Good job.
So that's great. A lot of good things are happening. I remember Mr. Green speaking to me a couple of weeks ago saying that he wanted some help with a bed, but I guess he got a bed. He took good advantage of it, and he's got a job now. All the things that you guys are looking to do, it's very possible. You can accomplish it. You just got to keep persevering, and I think you'll see that you'll get results. But we'll talk some more after we get done. After community success initiative get done, we'll talk some more. But please listen to what they have to say and allow folks to hear what they're talking about. Okay? Where you want to come from?
Thank you, Frank. Hey, how everybody doing?
Right.
Glad to see y'all guys. Where to start off at is a lot of things that happened in my life with the Community Success Initiative. Positive, but I'm still running into walls that, I still can't conquer. But the thing that I'm still standing fast going forward. I'm still struggling with housing, but hey, I'm good. I'm out there. Going back to the month or so when I was here, my fear was to leave, was to get out of here. I didn't know if I was going to either, fail when I go out. But I don't think I have. I'm back, feeling good, healthy. Not making the money I want, but making some money. And I got my life back. Could be in prison, doing a lot of time. But the choices that I'm making now, it's not on my own, because I had to go get some assistance. I needed some help. I call it walking blind. When I first came in here, I was still holding that bag when I was doing back in the day. Don't want no help. I'm gonna do it myself. I don't need you to do nothing for me. That was my attitude. So I had to conquer that. I gotta get over that. So going through this program, Community Success Initiative, I've changed a lot. There's a lot of other programs. I don't knock any program. Anything that's gonna make you move forward, focus, and make something out of yourself. Because we don't need to be down, struggling, worrying about things that we can't accomplish. All we got to do is look forward, wake up, and live. Move forward. I know some of y'all, we struggle with drugs. We struggle with alcohol. We struggle with self-esteem. We struggle with attitude. Sometimes we don't want nobody who can give us any advice. See, then we gotta look back is how we keep doing this circle, rotating, coming back. But when you do, you gotta learn that when you do get back out there and you fail, death is it don't judge. It got no judgment, no color, no race, no nothing. Female, male, baby, a child, a boy, a girl. Death don't care. So the focus is when you come back, you get your life back. I got a buddy now. I wish we could pray for him who left out of here. And everybody know who I'm talking about. And he's struggling right now. I'm hearing, I don't know, I haven't seen him physically, but I heard that he was doing bad. Now everybody know Bobby Burnett? Who raised your hand who know Bobby? Everybody. So we ain't knocking him down. Don't knock him. You know, pray for him. You know, you see him out there doing bad, you know, you have to, you know, lend him a hand, give him a shoulder to lean on. You know, because like I said, I have got a big change in my life now. Not spiritually, not mentally, not physically. It's just I choose the right thing to do. I want to be somebody. I did a book called Down Beyond the Wall. I don't know if y'all ever heard it when I was here talking about it, when I was getting ready, I guess I call it getting ready to leave. Getting ready to go out this door. If I struggle while I'm out there, I'll come back here probably for a bed for a while, but I don't want to go there. I'm challenging myself that I'm going to get to where I need to get. And Community Success Initiative, who was designed by Dennis Gaddy, he's not here tonight, he's out of town. Good man. I had to do an interview on Channel 5, and it was nominated for the 4 top male of Durham, North Carolina, and Raleigh Research Triangle Park. Dennis Gaddy won it by somebody sponsoring him in our group. The lady's name is Candace. She's in our program, and she's a mentor. He won that award, so he had to pick a person to go live in front of the camera and do an interview of what he do. And me, I don't know if you can tell that I am country. I speak my mind, I'm laid back. You know, I get nervous every now and then. You know, that's when I'm pushing that corner and I got to do good. I'm gonna show my best, you know, and I got on the camera, you know, and I just went to it. I told him the truth. And I told him before I got in front of the camera, I said, look, you sure you want to ask me about you? I said, I'm gonna keep it real. And I told him, I said, look, this man, he got swag, he keep it real, he been there, he done that, did time. And I wasn't even talking about his background, I was just talking about now what he doing. Lives he changing. He gave me something, he told me about when you walk in a room and you feel like that everything is okay, you don't know a soul, you don't have a clue who is who. And all of a sudden, the atmosphere is just right. You're in the right place. And when he gave me that, he told me that, I even spoke that to the, there was some guy who interviewed me, he's probably an anchor in Channel 5. But Deborah Morgan, when they showed this thing, what it is, when we went to this ball, it was in this big auditorium, nothing but house, nothing but money. Here I am, going, I'm still, you know, living on a little log cabin up in Hillsborough, and I'm like, I feel comfortable here. Money was there. I think that night they did bids, they did auction. I think they raised like $400,000. But on that thing, when Deborah Morgan got through, she was the MC, she come down, she said, I want to meet you. She said, out of all those men who won those awards, he said, your story was the realest. You know, Mr. Gaddy, he's a lawyer, he went to law school, got a whole lot of them, but I didn't get that to him. I just told him he was a black man that have made a change in this community, doing a lot of positive things. We have orientations that we give out when you come to our program. You come in, fill out an application, and that and we give you a choice. You can come back after the orientation, go through the process, because the way he tried to click it into our mind is that we want to get ready. We're ready for a job. We want this job quick, fast, and in a hurry. We want a job quick, fast, and in a hurry. But we wonder why we at this point with no job. And I know everybody in here had over probably 5, 6, 10 jobs like me. I guess I'm keep blaming on the employee who work beside me. You know, ain't checking on me. I keep blaming on this boss man, ain't checking on me. You know, blame it on it's too early. You know, I'm gonna come in at 5 minutes after. You know, I'm gonna do it my way. But when you get to where you feel like, okay, I'll keep repeating myself. I need some assistance. I need a guidance. Mr. Gavin, I guess he's not really saying in words that he want to challenge me. He gave me 2 deals. He said, I will be where I want to be. I stay in in the Community Success Initiative program. You know, I'm a mentor. I do a lot of mentoring for youth, older guys, women's. You know, we collide with a whole lot of other organizations, you know, and where I am now, it's the grace of God, you know. And I would, you know, God is set up where we come here on the second Wednesday and the fourth Wednesday. You gentlemen, you're an inspiration. You think that we all got different issues, but we all got the same issue. You just got to figure out how to resolve it. So when we find a solution, forward is the best thing. You know, we might get stuck. I'd rather get stuck than to move backwards. You know, I got a lady here, I'm gonna call her, named Miss Lynn Burke. Did a powerful thing for me when I was going through the Community Success Initiative. I had a problem getting my license. I had missed a couple court dates, did time, and still knew that those things was pending. Then when I got out, you know, I wanted to get right, you know, get my stuff right, knowing I had all that, you know, all the pieces of what I got to face when I start getting things right. When you wake up dead, you know what's up. You got to go through it. So she helped me get my license back, you know, and those were, I mean, I thought it was going to be, it was both going to cost me like $1,600 to get cleared. But it didn't cost me a dime. I can't say she can do that for everybody, but, you know, it's a better dime, to try and, you know, succeed. But I no longer do. I'm going to call Ms. Lynn Burke to come up, tell her success story.
How y'all doing? Good. I appreciate y'all coming tonight. I am a member of Community Success Initiative as well. And everybody that's at the program at Community Success Initiative has a record. We've all been convicted somewhere or another. And we're fully engaged at trying to help ex-offenders get back out there, get a job, get them somewhere to stay, and to start contributing back to society. Now, you're probably wondering what I know about that. Well, 20 years ago, I went to prison myself. And it wasn't the first time I had been locked up. I've been locked up numerous times before that. But the time that I spent at women's prison back in 1988 to 1990, I really changed my life. And what I mean when I'm saying that is I had 4 children when I left and went to prison. I had a 5-year-old, I had 2 4-year-olds, and I had a 3-year-old. My mother helped me. I wasn't married. I was trying to take care of my kids by myself. And anytime I get a little short of money or something like that, I would go out and steal stuff, take it back for the money. Thank God I didn't have a drug problem, but I still didn't have any way to take care of me and my family. My mother passed away. She was helping me the best that she could. And then when she died, I started getting in more trouble than I ever had before, and that ended me up in prison. My kids ended up staying home with their dad, who did have a drug problem, but he was one of those drug addicts that didn't get in trouble. He would just go to work, give his money to the drug man, go back home, smoke it all up, and then, you know, he was one of those kind. I don't know. I never seen anything like it, but that was him. So he got to stay home with my kids while I went to prison. And when I got home, like the whole time I was locked up for the first 6 months, I was really depressed. I thought that maybe my kids deserved better than me. And so, you know, I didn't want to see them, you know, not that everybody was busting down the door to bring them to me, but I thought that they were probably better off without me. You know, look at me, I'm in prison for, you know, 2nd or 3rd time. What could I possibly contribute? You know, they deserve better than me. And it was a couple days before Christmas that I was in a hole because, you know, I had to fight somebody because, you know, I'm a short little white girl who think I ain't gonna fight. So I got to fight with the biggest girl on campus just so everybody else would leave me alone. Yeah, but I went to jail in prison. That's pretty bad when you're in jail in prison, right? So anyway, I was in lockup, and all of a sudden, one of the guards came to tell me that my children were, you know, that I had a visit. And I really didn't want to see anybody, and I was like, I don't want to talk to them. I don't know who it is, but I don't want to go. She was like, no, you need to go. So when I got up, got dressed, and I remember counting how many gates it was between me and the outside. It was 7 gates, 7 locked doors between me and freedom. And I couldn't believe that I was like, had done this to myself. I couldn't believe I was this far behind all these gates, you know. And when I got up to the administration building, when I walked in, all of a sudden my kids came running to me. Mommy, 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 when are you coming home? You know, what do we do? We're sorry, please come back. And it was at that minute that I realized, I was like, you know, this ain't even about me anymore, it's about them. And I need to get home as soon as I can and try to look out and take care of them, just like my mom used to look out for me. So when I left out that day, I didn't know how long I was going to be in there, but I told my kids I was going to get home as soon as I can. So when I was in prison, I went to mental health every day. And, you know, to me, I said, there's got to be some reason that that I'm in here, okay? I don't have any business talking to the other inmates because they locked up too. What they gonna tell me? They right where I'm at, right? So I went to try to find some folks who seem to have it together. Went to mental health, made them talk to me, made them deal with the things and let me start working through some of the issues that I was having that I knew was a problem that was keeping me from being successful, okay? And I did that every single day. And when I got out, on February the 9th, 1990, and I always remember that day because that was the same day Nelson Mandela got out. Me and Nelson Mandela got out on the same day. I thought that was cool. I was like, oh. I saw it in the newspaper when I got home, right? I was like, man, that's cool as hell, right? But, you know, he got locked up for 26 years. I was in for 2. And he was kind of, for different reasons, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, to me, I felt some kind of.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. So, anyway, I got home and I kicked my kid's daddy out immediately. And see, I was lucky. When I got back, I was still able to go back in the housing projects because they didn't know that I was in prison. Or I wouldn't have anywhere to go. There's no, if you got a record, you can't live in housing. Okay? But they didn't know I was gone, even though I was gone for a year and a half. They didn't know. So I got home, I was able to get my place back, and I was able to get my kids back. And that's another thing that a lot of women and a lot of dads don't get a chance to do when you go to prison, is be able to get back with your family. So I was lucky, and I know I was lucky. When I got home, I tried to get a job. I went everywhere I could. You know, now, not only in my home with 4 kids, just getting out of prison, I don't have any work history. Now I'm going around these places and expecting these people to give me a job. So I started lying on my application. You know, putting in there, I never been to prison, blah, blah, blah. Got a job delivering parts right here in Raleigh with Parkway. I did it for about a year and a half until somebody bought them out, and they ran the record check and found out I've been in prison. And they were like, well, we're going to have to let you go because you lied on your application. And I was like, and they were like, why'd you lie? I was like, because you're going to fire me, just like what you're doing right now. You know, it's like, duh, everybody wonders why we do that stuff. I mean, it's for a reason. It's not because we like going around lying to folks, right? I mean, after a while, you start getting kind of like, wow, maybe I am what they say I am. Maybe I'm going to go back to prison. You know, because I remember when I left out there, the last word they said to me was, you'll be back. You'll be back just like the rest of them. We give you 2 years. You'll be back. You know, I remember telling myself when I was driving away from the prison, I was crying. And I was like, what's wrong with you? Why are you crying? You're out of prison. You know? But it's always scary when you don't know what's going to happen. It's always scary. It's always sad when you leave in some of the worst places that you've ever been in your life because it's what you know. But you can't be afraid to get up and try. And I'm telling you this because what I ended up having to do was start my own business because I couldn't get anybody to give me a job. So I had to figure out a niche, something that would let me be my own boss so that people wouldn't care if I've been in prison. You know, I started delivering flowers. I went over here to Ford's Fancy Fruits over there in the farmers market. Went around to all these flower shops and stuff like that. And I was like, look, if you let me deliver your flowers, I only charge you $5 delivery, and I'll guarantee that they get there on time. And if they don't, then I'll pay for it. And those people was like, okay. Nobody asked me, have you been to prison? Nobody ran my record. Nobody cared. You know, I even did it for a couple of days for free to try to say, hey, look, watch and see how good I can do this. You're going to need me. And I started doing really well. I had a little raggedy van I started out with, barely would go down the road without shaking. Every time I got over 45 miles an hour, I started shaking. But I got those flowers there. Within a year, I got me a new van. I was able to take care of my kids. I was able to get them out of the projects. We moved into, you know, a rental house. It was still rental. But I got them out of the projects. And then it took about 10 years I was running my little business. Then all of a sudden, all my children graduated from high school. All 4 of them. I made sure that they didn't turn out like me because when you've been in trouble, you know what your parents should have told you. You know, you can start thinking, gee, what changed my life? What day was that? What should my parents have done to keep me out of trouble? So I was able to do that for my kids. I went around and met all their little friends. I was all in their face. What y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's your name? Where you live? Where your mom and daddy at? Okay. So I was all up in their friends' business. Everywhere they went, I was right there with them. I was checking on them in school every day. And I told them, this is a college house. I said, everybody in this house goes to college. There's not nobody that's not going to college because you can't live without a college degree anymore. You can barely live with a high school degree anymore. And so I made sure that my children knew that. This is the college house right here. I made them all get a job. Every single one of them was working at McDonald's. I think everybody should start at McDonald's because that's lazy work right there. I made them all work at McDonald's. And then they moved up. My son moved up to Curd Drugs. He was at Curd Drugs. The rest of them was at McDonald's. They all had a bill they had to pay. I gave one of them the light bill. I gave one of them the phone bill. One of them had to pay part of the rent. So they started to understand that a little paycheck that they got didn't go too far. And that's what happens when you don't go to college. You end up having to work 2 McDonald's jobs. You got to go to Wendy's, then you got to go to McDonald's, and even then you're not going to have enough money to pay your bills with. And my kids started learning that, and that was the stuff that I needed to learn, and my parents never taught me. So when my children graduated from high school, my son, he decided he didn't want to go to college, so he went to the Marines. So he got shot at for 3 years, but when he came back, he went to college. So we got to get shot at, to make us understand, hey, wait a minute, that ain't really what's going on. But he was in Iraq and Afghanistan. He was over there fighting for this country. And when he came back, that GI Bill paid for his college. Now he's a Raleigh police officer. That's a trip, right? My son's a Raleigh police officer. He can't come in my house because I'm a convicted felon. He got to leave his gun outside the car. That's a trip, right? God got a real good sense of humor. I'm telling you right now, because he messes with me every single day. I went on a ride along with him last week. You're allowed to take somebody in your family and people like that with you to that was a trip. I was just so scared he's gonna put somebody in the bag and I was gonna have to talk to him. I said, like, hey man, what, but it didn't, I started realizing they got a hard job. I know that they're trips sometimes, don't get me wrong. I'm sorry. But, there's always a bad egg, you know what I'm saying? But most of them really care about what they're trying to do and they walking up on some crazy folks. You gotta admit it, man, dang, really? But I got a new respect for my son this weekend riding on his car. But he graduated from college. He went to NC State. My daughters, I have a set of twins. I have a younger daughter. All 3 of them graduated from college. All my children graduated from college. Because they're good people. But what you got to understand, when you put time into your children, you put time into people that you care about, when they do well, that makes you look good. Because you had something to do with that. And that's why you should try to go back if you haven't seen your kids roll by. And I know they're going to be mad at you and they're not going to want to talk to you, but hey, guess what? They'll get over it. They start to understand that you ain't going nowhere. Because when I came home, my children were scared all the time I was going to leave them again. And I was scared I was going to leave them again, but I told them I'm not going nowhere. Every time the police came by, they were scared they was coming to get me. And I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I'm not leaving you again. And they got to the point where they started believing me. After a while, one time a policeman came to my house. I'll never forget this. I had wrote a check or something. It was like, I didn't do it intentionally. But they had a check, and they came to my house, and it was like, Lynn Burke here, and my daughter was like, oh yeah, she in there. I'm like, what? I know I said I ain't going anywhere, but you ain't got to bring the policeman in the house. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, now we done gone a little too far.
That was ready.
But what I did was, my youngest child graduated from high school. I decided that maybe I should try to do something with my life too. And even though everybody tells us that we can't never be anybody and we can't never do anything, I went back to college. I graduated from North Carolina State University with a bachelor's in social work. And after I finished with that, I went to Meredith College. And then after that, I graduated from law school last year. Wow. The whole way, they telling me, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Can't nobody with no criminal record be a lawyer. Well, guess what? That's a lie. Anybody tells you that you can't go back to school and that you can't get student loans, that's what I'm here to tell you. That's a lie. Okay? That's a flat out lie. They telling you that because they don't want you to be nobody, because they want to be able to blame you for everything that's going on downtown. I just want to ask y'all one question. Any of y'all take the money that they was using for the state employees for their retirement and put it in the stock market? Any of y'all have anything to do with that? No. I didn't think so. But they want to blame us for that. They want to blame us for all the high costs of having to build all these jails, having to do all this stuff. It's not our fault, okay? And I want every single one of y'all here that's trying to use that for an excuse, that you can't be nobody, that you can't do nothing with your life, don't bring that excuse around me anymore because I done told you that you can. Okay? And y'all might try to say, oh, well, she did it because she a white lady. No. Okay? There's black people that did it too. Okay? And I can get them for you if you need to talk to them because I'll be happy to go pick them up right now. But they probably busy doing something tonight and I don't have no lights. So I'm here to talk to y'all. I'm scared. I like to come. I want to come here and tell everybody that because I never had nobody that could tell me that. Okay? There's always a way out. That's one thing I learned about being a lawyer. There's always an exception to every rule. Don't you ever tell anybody, let anybody tell you that you can't do something. Because what you do, who's your boss? I guess I'm talking to the wrong one. Because you ain't got no power. So I go over here. You his boss? Can you do it? You can? Okay. Who your boss? And I go to the boss, to the boss, to the boss. Because I don't need to talk to nobody that can't do nothing for me. Right? I passed 2 bars. I took the DC bar and I took the North Carolina bar. I still don't have my license. That's okay, because I'm going to get it. Right. They trying to do stuff to make me stop, not be able to get this fine. Go ahead with it. I'll probably, it'll probably be another year maybe. It's been 2. That's okay. Because I'm still out here and I'm not going anywhere. They can't tell us they want us to change. Get yourself together. Don't be coming through here every week stealing and doing stuff like that. And then when we do get ourselves together, no, you can't be no lawyer. And see what they're scared of is that when I'm standing down there in court with them, okay, with my little law license, arguing on behalf of clients, that they're scared that some of these people that they're locking up are going to come back and be some of their co-workers one day.
Right.
Or maybe even, I don't know, hold up, a judge. Okay. What you think's going to happen when that happens? Well, I'm just here to tell you that that's not an excuse anymore. So if y'all want to feel sorry for yourself, that's okay. There's plenty of people that's over there in the graveyard that wish they was you. They sitting over there right now, dead as hell. They want to be y'all. So if you need to go find somebody that's worse off than you to feel better, then go do that. I do that quite often. I have a couple friends that they got it going on. It's rough. They got men beating them. They do it. I go over their house. When I feel bad, I sit over there with them. And I feel a lot better, and I go back home. Sometimes I go back from the prison and remember when I couldn't go nowhere. And if I had to sleep in my car, it's still better than being up in there. Wow. So y'all still better than all them folks over there at CP. So if you want to feel bad and feel sorry for yourself, well, I'm around here being all sad, that's fine. Or you can sit down and decide, what's my problem? Who can I go talk to that's going to help me fix my problem? So I can get the hell on up out of here and get me a place to stay. Or I can go over here and do this, that, the other. I understand it's harder for some folks than it is for others. I totally understand. But what you have to try to start doing is sitting down. If you need somebody to help you figure it out, there's plenty of people here who's willing to help you. I know I will. So Wayne's got some pamphlets from the Community Success Initiative. And hopefully I'll have my license soon enough that I can help you all be more employable by getting your license back. That's something that, if you've been to prison and you had some outstanding stuff that was supposed to be taken care of that wasn't, you let me know. We got some lawyers and stuff that are also associated with our organization right now that I can write up the stuff and get them to go down to the courthouse and fix it. But I need you all to make a commitment to come into the program and try to get some help with trying to get your life straight. So, sometimes it's a trade-off, but I'm not asking you for nothing that I wouldn't want to give you, that I wouldn't do myself. And I have to tell my children, I'll be like, yeah, I want you to clean up the bathroom, but I clean up the bathroom too. So I'm not going to ask you to do something I ain't done myself. I would never do that. But I'm telling you, there's people there that are willing to help you, that will try to work with you if you want to work for yourself. If you want to get yourself together, we there. We're going to help you. If you don't, it ain't going to take but a couple conversations. Peace out, bro. I ain't got time for that. And a lot of people think, oh, you're not very nice. I'm not here to be nice. I'm not here to be nice. Nice is extra. I don't do nice. I do what's going on, what are we going to do, what are we going to fix, how are we going to do this? How are we going to keep you out that jail where they're making millions of dollars off your butt sitting up in there? They making millions of dollars for y'all. Y'all not know about the prison industrial complex? Y'all know about that? That they want you to come back, man. It's like slavery now. They got more people in prison on parole in prison than they ever had in slavery. That's white people too. I don't know if you think any different, but you're not. slavery too, okay? So I'm trying to let you know that this is a game they're running, and what are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do about it? And so if y'all tired, like I'm tired, get one of them pampers from Wayne, make an appointment, and come on over there and let's get started. Okay? All right.
Let's give CSI another big Now look, you guys have heard it, not from me, but I mean, Lynn has actually done what a lot of you think you can't do, right? This is a proven, this is an example for you, right? I mean, I don't know what else to say. So if you have dreams, if you have ideas about things you want to do, and she talked about starting her own business, I mean, that was impressive. You know, she went out there and made it happen, right? Didn't wait for it to come to her, she made it happen. That's just impressive. I was glad to hear that. But you guys can do the same thing, all of us can. That was a good example for us tonight that we can definitely let marinate in our minds a little bit and see if that can help us accomplish our goal a little faster. And of course we thank Wayne. Wayne has been here every night with CSI and kind of acts as a little liaison for us and them. He's actually here for the PHC, right? You were here, right? Yeah, and so Wayne is doing a good job of kind of spreading the word about you guys as well. I mean, I think Wayne has some experience here. When he goes out, he talks about the good things that are happening here. So you might not know that, but that's what he does when he goes out there. So I appreciate Wayne too. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I went through the dorm today, right? And I will say overall the dorms look very, very good, and I appreciate your help in your efforts. I think a lot of you guys are doing a really good job of complying with the things that we want to do in the dorms. And so I'm acting on impulse right now. I went. Who's in B dorm in bed 59? I think it's the bottom bed by the door. When you walk in, the bed right by the door right there when you walk in, that's bed number 60, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you earn a night out, all right? Wow. Let your case manager know that I said you earn a night out, all right? Wow. And so you can take it when you want to, okay?
Wait, you kicking me out?
Kicking me out?
So Sean is your case manager, right? Yeah. I'll send him an email as well. You can tell him that Frank said you earn a night out. His bed looked immaculate. Now there were some other beds that looked really well in theirs too, but as I go through, I might recognize some other folks as well. But I'm acting on impulse right now. I just felt really good about what I saw at the dorm. A lot of people doing the right things. I felt really comfortable. If I had to bring somebody in there and walk through the door, I felt comfortable about what I would be doing, and they would get a good impression of what we're doing here, right? So thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Just a couple of things. I know you guys want to get out of here real quick, but just a couple of things. The vending machines. When you use the vending machines, you use them at your own risk. We're not responsible for the money that you put in there. The only reason why we had that notebook up front and we allowed you to tell staff that you lost the money is we thought that was a way to help you try to recoup your money because you wouldn't be here when they come in to restock the machine, right? So we can relay a message for you that you lost your money. We can't make them give you your money. We can't give you the money back ourselves, but that's the vending machine's responsibility. When you put it in there, you put it at your own risk. I just want to make sure you're clear on that, okay? We'll do what we can to try to help you out, but we can't guarantee you get your money back. Say again?
already have no money as it is. We put our money in there, you know, on good faith. If they come to the machine, it's working. If they come in here and they take the money out of it, then they see the money back to the loan.
You didn't get your money back?
No, I didn't get my money back. I'm the one that the president talked about.
Okay, well,
Yeah, and then Jeff signed out on Jeff told me for the $5 bill, and I got what, $1.20.
so you were told you weren't gonna get your money back?
No, I ain't got it back yet. It's been over a week.
Okay, well, we're gonna check into it. We're gonna check into it. I just heard about it tonight, so.
The change machine.
Again, I'm just talking in general. I'm letting you know as well, but I can't guarantee you get your money back. We'll ask about it, but I can't guarantee you get it back. Again, you know, the statement you made was that this, you know, we taking folks' money, but, and I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it, but that's a voluntary act, okay? You do not have to use that machine, okay? So I just want to just clarify that, because those people, they're not going to hear that, you know, I feel like a victim, okay? Because, but they've been pretty good about paying money back, though. I don't know what's happening. I'll check into it, but we haven't had issues where they didn't want to pay money back. I mean, there was one time when they had a lot of folks saying that they lost big bills in there, and I think he couldn't, because when he goes in, he looks for the money, right? If you put money in there, it's in there. And so, but if you don't find the money, then he's not gonna put money in his pocket. So, but we'll see. I'm not saying you won't get your money back, but we'll check it too. I didn't hear that until tonight. So, but again, I just want to make sure we're clear on that. All right. Please flush the toilet, gentlemen, and the urinals when you use them. I'm not sure why you don't want to do that, but
That is fucking
if
sad.
you use the urinal or the toilet, please flush them. This doesn't make any sense.
Tarzan is one.
Some people have mentioned that we got some bullies in the South on the streets. Is that true? We got some bullies in the building. Calvin, I know you were a bully. But,
I stayed fighting bullies in high
what you
school.
call death row?
I ain't a bully about
Look,
4
guys,
foot.
we're trying to live together in here.
King
There's
David.
really no place for that in here. If you feel like if you're just talking loud and you want to yell at somebody, let me know. I'll take your bed and you can go outside and do it. All right?
To the
But
new
we don't want
dome.
you to do that in here, right?
That's a new way out.
People trying to dwell in this place, a lot of people in here, so please be courteous. Don't offend people by doing things that are okay with yourself, but not okay with everybody else, general population. So be aware of that. Make sure you're not, the things that you're doing not offending anybody else, okay?
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
Today I got a letter on my bed, but it wasn't for me because it wasn't my thing that you brought up. You know what I'm saying? How you got top on the lower one. I guess you just assume that it was my belongings.
What number do they have on?
C98.
That's your number? You come talk to me later if you want. Look, I went through the door, gentlemen, and believe me, now I was careful not to put things on folks' bed that I didn't know. If I saw it on your bed, I put it on your bed. So everybody got a letter from me. There was something wrong with your bed, okay? So I'm just making you aware that you can correct it. Now the next time I come through and I find something wrong with your bed, especially this thing I have on that sheet, I keep the sheet with me. I go back through it again, it's the same thing, and we got a problem, okay? But if you want to come talk to me, we can come talk, and I'll tell you what it was I found on your bed, right? But I put something on everybody's bed that I found something wrong that was not in compliance. And most of you guys did a good job, but so I didn't give out a lot of letters, but there were some folks that did get some. We just want to make sure we get in compliance, okay? Yeah.
I want to say thanks first off for allowing me to stay while I'm not here to deal. But while I'm here, you need to address some of you guys about personal hygiene. Grown men don't know how to wash their own hands. Seriously. Something wrong with you, right?
Yeah. And so the gentleman was talking about personal hygiene. He's new. you know, coming in, he got the baptism by fire.
Dang, already.
We're going to get to a point one day when that won't happen, right? When a new person will come here, and that will be the first thing they have to say to get me is that they need to take showers, right? And I know a lot of you guys did a good job of that. It's not everybody, it's just a few people. And those few people cause a lot of problems. But please work on that. We got plenty of water. We're not charging for any soap, any towels. If you want 2, I'll give you 2. If you want 3, I'll give you 3. But please take a shower, okay? And clean up so you can take a sleep at night. Okay, I talked about Wi-Fi a couple of months ago, maybe a month ago. We did get approval for the Wi-Fi.
Yay! Great debate.
At some point in the near future, you can expect to have Wi-Fi in the building. It'll be in the cafeteria, in the resource room. Okay, so all you guys that have devices, you'll be able to use them and not have to pay for your internet. And that might lead to some other things as well that we were trying to do with regards to offering some more training here around computers, okay? But that's a start, all right? If you leave your bags in the building and you're not supposed to, we're gonna get rid of those things, okay? Don't leave your stuff in the building if you're not supposed to. All right? If you got a bed, you leave on your bed, that's fine. But if you gotta take your stuff with you when you leave, please take it with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a question. I don't remember who it was that said, a young man that used to be here, he's no longer here. I gave his name, but I got no response. Things that I'm missing. I had a VPAP machine. That's a breathing machine, if you don't know. It got taken brand new, $5,300. I really don't have no money to give them back for the machine or anything like that, so I got to deal with it in here. When I was told that it was taken here, I don't know how real that is because I wasn't here, I was locked up. I don't know anything about that, but if it is here, I would really appreciate getting it back.
Oh, you think we have it?
Well, that's what I was told. I don't know.
Who told you that?
His name is in my pocket. I'll find it out.
One of my staff members told you that?
Yeah. No, they didn't tell me that. I was telling them about what was going on.
I mean, one of my staff members said we have your machine.
No. No, I didn't say it. I was saying I haven't heard anything else about it since I brought it to their attention.
I thought you said somebody told you that we had it.
No, well, he did.
Who's he?
I'm trying to get it out of my pocket. When I get it out of my pocket.
Okay, but yeah, you come talk to me tomorrow. We will go. You talk to me tomorrow.
I'm trying to get it out of my body.
I don't know if you know
Well, I know.
It's in the back of my mind. Hold on.
So look, in the morning, all right, I think I said this last week. E dorm is a 7 o'clock dorm. We got E dorm is, C dorm is 8 o'clock. I think B dorm is 7 o'clock, A dorm is 7 o'clock, and D dorm is 7 o'clock, okay? You gotta be out of the dorm by 7, okay? It's not gonna change. And there's some reasons why it's not gonna change, but it's not. So please, make sure you're out of the dorms at 7 a.m., all right? I mean, the lights come on, people are up, people are waking you up. There's no reason why you should still be in the bed when you come in and clean up, okay?
Yeah, okay, the name is Landon Ross.
Landon Ross.
Yeah, a big young boy.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know him.
You don't know him? Okay, well, that's the name.
Check the pawn shops.
Okay. If you come talk to me tomorrow, and I don't
Haven't
know
seen
him.
it.
I don't know him.
They pushed to the side.
I'm not.
I've already.
I'm not. I don't know that we have a machine here.
Okay.
I don't know why we would keep that, but you can come talk to me tomorrow. We check into it.
All right.
So make sure you're out of the dorm by 7. Then let me tell you what's going to happen. If we come in the dorm and you're not out by 7, that's uncooperative behavior. Okay? the cleanup team that cleans up, this thing's been set up from the very beginning so we can clean the building in a timely manner and do it and get done by a certain time. That's why we have the time set up in the dorm. Okay? If everybody got the dorm at 9 o'clock, when we gonna start cleaning up? Okay? So the times will not change. You gotta be out of the dorms on time. When we come in the dorm and you're not out of the dorms on time, we're gonna point you out and you're gonna get a bar for that day. If you do it again, you get a 7-day bar. If you do it again, you get a 21-day bar. What it also means is when you get that 1-day bar, guess what? You lose your bed. All right? So if you're thinking that I'll get a 1-day bar and I'll be back in my bed tomorrow, guess what? Nope. You won't. So when you get that 1-day bar for uncooperative behavior because you're doing something that doesn't make any sense, you're going to lose your bed as well. Just pack your stuff and take it with you. Okay? That'll start tomorrow. So if Glenda finds you in the dorm past 7 a.m., she's going to write your name down. You will not be able to get back in your bed tomorrow night. Okay? Start all over. That's exactly right. Yes, sir.
Set the clocks all at the same time. Because I had the experience with getting my mail. She said.
Hey, I thought C-Dorms at 8 o'clock doing
I
thought C-Dorms at 8 o'clock doing
I don't know. I usually up by that anyway. I've been getting up at 3 o'clock for the whole week.
One might have 2 hours. It gets whoever responsible to set the clock. So they all be on the same time.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up at 3 tomorrow too.
What you're telling me is that you think the clocks they have different times.
Yeah.
They do.
Not digital. They're not digital.
I'll accept that. Go ahead. What you got?
So there's no more 8 o'clock dorm? Or is
Yeah,
it?
C-Dorm's 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So look, I hear what you're saying.
Where was it? You see
I'm
them?
in C-Dorm.
Here's the deal. Here's what I'm telling you what's happening. The clock's up past 7 o'clock sometime. All right, people still are not, we have to tell them 3 or 4 times. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? So if that happens, you're going to have a problem. Because it's not 20 minutes apart. Might be 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes maybe. They're not all right yet.
Well, I mean, you're dealing with minutes. You come in the block 1 minute after 7. I am in violation. But out there in front, it might be 3 minutes still. You see what I'm saying? But 1 minute makes a difference.
We'll look at that if that happens, okay?
Be on the safe side, leave 10 minutes early.
We'll look at that if that happens. Look at that.
I left a half hour.
What he was talking about was the fact that we have different clocks in here that might be a few minutes apart. We'll look at that if that happens, okay? But look, the problem we're having is people are taking too long to get out of the dorm. I'm talking about 10, 15 minutes to get out of the dorm, in some cases. All right? You know, all she asks is that when she tell you to move out of the dorm, get up out of the bed, you do that. The thing is people don't do it, right? That's the problem. That's the problem, okay? So please cooperate. Now, again, I think the lights come on at 5:30, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if it was me, and believe me, I know about rules and times. I spent 20 years in the U.S. Army, okay? So I know about having to be places at a certain time. If that was me, I'd be up when the light come on, so I don't have a problem. See what I'm saying? That's just me, okay? Late plates. If you ask for a late plate and you get off at 7 a.m., that's your late plate. All right? We're not going to fix you a special breakfast because you got here at 7 a.m. Everybody clear on that? If you ask for a late plate, it's going to be prepared at 6 p.m. tonight, and you can get it whenever you want. But we're not making a special breakfast for you because you came in at 9 o'clock. Okay? I'm not sure who started that rumor, but that doesn't happen here. Okay, you can just warm it up and you have your nice breakfast from dinner. All right. Y'all know the rules say no bartering, no borrowing, no money exchanging hands in the building, right? So I'm gonna put this out there. If you're providing a service in the building because you want to or whatever you feel, you got some skills, don't charge anybody any money. Because if we catch you, you're gonna be out of here. Okay? So if you want to provide, you want to share your skills or whatever the case may be, go ahead and do that. We'll help you out. But do not charge any money in here. Okay? If we catch it, you're going to have a problem.
Hey, can we take donations, Frank?
Do not exchange any money in the building. Okay? If you want to go out in the streets and do that, that's fine, but not in this building. Okay?
Hollywood, all right. Donation. He didn't answer that.
If you told you to do the intake, make sure you give them to get it done.
Hold on, guys. We have white flag tonight. It is white flag. We follow the rules of white flag. Louis Thomas, Jimmy Holder, Tavares Campbell, Joseph Sturr. You need to go to the resource room now. Guys, it's white flag. It is now.